Hello, everybody. I've missed you. I was away last weekend, as many of you know, so I really do appreciate everybody's patience with me, and I see a few people here, so I'm going to go ahead and say hello in a second. If you're new here, I am Kelly, the Mystic Next Door, and I really do appreciate you joining me for our weekly, okay, I have the wrong banner up. It says weekly tarot scopes. That's not correct. That's usually on Sundays. So I'm really happy to be here, guys. So happy to be here. It was a fun vacation. And thank you. Some of you were commenting as I posted. We were in New York City, and it was a really nice time and great to see our son, of course, and his girlfriend. They're doing great. Should I spill the beans? He put a down payment on a ring. So exciting times. And my other son, the one who has the girlfriend in London, or in England, she's not quite in London. He got an interview in England with a company based in England. So he's planning on moving. So big doings in our family. So exciting times. Very exciting times. Yes. So I want to say hello to everybody that I see here. Excuse me, while people are coming in. And as I see your questions, I will go ahead and star them. I'm sorry, I have a big window right here. It's super bright. Maybe I'll dim it a little bit for us. So crazy hair. Just blew my hair dry, so it's like. Did I just go black for a second? My screen went. My screen went blank for a second. Sorry about that. Let me know if the excuse me, if the internet is doing bad things. Okay, if you can hear me, that'd be great. Okay, so I started to say hello and thank you, Enrique. Good to talk to you, chat with you on email, and we'll push it to the next day, same time. Barbara, nice to see you. Got your question, and your notification says 12 noon, and YouTube says 10 a.m. Okay. Well, it's 10 my time. I'm in Mountain Time. Are you on the East Coast, Enrique? That's weird. Yeah, maybe that's why. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I'm not sure what to do because I set it up based on Mountain Time, and it should adjust for your time. So thank you for anybody who's chiming in on that. Mystic Road, SR Kish. Let's see here. Got your question, Enrique. Thank you. And Sweet Farish and Fatima, good to see you. Great to see everybody. Let me sorry, I know this is the boring part, but I want to make sure that I'm getting everybody's questions. Eleanor, Gina Fish, Margaret D, great to see you. Eleanor, I'm so sorry. We had a jam-packed weekend in New York, so we did not get to see you, but I'm so sorry about that. But good to see you here. Trisha L, Alex H, Ethereal Moonlight. Check out her. It's a very EMDR type of channel. It's very soothing. I don't know how else to describe it. So thank you. I've seen your channel. It's really nice. Mystic Road. And Ms. Sherlock, Rita, Daniel, good to see you. And thank you. Welcome back. And got your question, Ethereal Moonlight. Gina Fish, thank you so much for the congratulations. Yes, it feels like everybody in my family is we're settling in to a new paradigm, and it's good. It's all good. Got your question, Margaret D, and got your question, Trisha. Jessica Lynn, good to see you. And let's see, Polly. Polly just got dowsing rods. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. And okay, Gina Halleck, so nice to see you. It's good to see Gina. She moderates for Medium Kim. And Medium Kim just had a really nice channeling with, I'm blanking on her name. I can see her face. Carrie Fisher. Carrie Fisher. It was really nice. Okay. But Annie Bear, good to see you. Okay. I do have new glasses, SR Kish. Thank you for noticing. It's only because I lost my old ones. I really want to get some like bifocals, or I don't do very well with the transitional ones, but I need readers. I don't really need distance, but I'm always taking my glasses on and off. What is this? Jana says, yesterday I attended a presentation. 6 women around me were engaged in active conversation while the presenter was trying to speak. I was annoyed. Hush them. Then said rude to myself. Atypical from. Okay, we'll talk about that. I see your question from that too. But I would say, you know what? Sometimes you just have to speak up. Sometimes you just have to speak up because they may not even be aware that they're being loud. So, but I wouldn't feel guilty about that. I think it's important. Hi, John Scarborough. Nice to see you. We were like ships passing in the night because I got up early and he got up late. And then, I just said hello while I was coming to sit down. So, all right. I'm starting questions. If you have any questions, please go ahead and put them in. Let me see if I can find that banner. There we go. Okay. Put them in and we will be happy to see. My spirit guides, your spirit guides, and I will be happy to take a look. Okay. All right. It looks like I've got all the questions starred. I've only got about 11 right now. So if anybody else joins us or if you're new to join, welcome. My name is Kelly, the Mystic Next Door. And I am happy to be here. We're going to go ahead and do personal questions. Jessica Lynn, I think I got your question, but yes, I did. Okay. Okay. Well, and blessings to you, Fatima. I always love that. You're so welcoming to everyone. All right. Got your question, Daniel. Thank you. Okay. Well, we're going to go ahead and get started. I miss you guys. I feel like I've missed you a week, and here we are. I'm happy to be here. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get started this morning with Barbara D222. All right. When JC said, "I love you too," was it merely a knee-jerk response, or did he truly mean it? Okay. Sorry, I have something in my eye. I immediately feel as if he meant it, right? And it was actually an opportunity. Hi, Kevin Lewis. So good to see you. I'm in a progressive mediumship class with Kevin Lewis. He's such a great teacher, guys. And he's got some other classes going. So check him out. My immediate response for you, Barbara D, is love you too. It was actually, if you issued the love you first, it feels to me like he meant it, but it was an easier way for him to do something like that. He might not have had the nerve or to to give the first I love you. You know what I mean? So it feels to me as if he may have, you gave him a little easy out, but he does feel a little bit like he's reserved with his feelings. So you may just need to coax out his these kinds of things. I think he'll open up. His name's JC. JC. Yeah, I just sort of feel like he's a little bit guarded with his feelings. So just be patient. Be patient. That's the sense that I get. If anybody else wants to chime in, please. Oh man, thank you, Kevin. You're so sweet. All right. Nice. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, hi, Bomb. Good to see you too. Okay. And but I do think he's going to come around. So thank you so much, and blessings to you. SR Kish, romance for me in September. I've always felt like this end of the summer time frame for you, SR Kish, is when things are going to pick up for you. Excuse me. I just feel like you're going to be in the opportunity to interact with others. So I would say to you, please accept opportunities that arise to get out and to be with other people, be in the space of other people, and also just be open, because I feel like it's just going to come along when you're not expecting it. Could be when you're having a drink with a girlfriend or someone, or doing something else, and another person comes into your space, or it could be like, I don't know if it's in the workplace, but it feels like somebody who you just sort of chance encounter. So I feel like it's pretty good. I mean, I would say, really good as you're moving forward, but just be open to it. Okay. And thank you very much. I've got a couple little people to star here really quickly. Please be patient. One man machine. One woman machine. Okay. And good luck to you. We're all sending romantic wishes your way, SR Kish. Okay. Enrique. Okay. And thank you so much. I'm going to be meeting with Enrique tomorrow for a reading, and that would be fun. Okay. Am I going in the right direction now, or do I need a change somehow? I feel like the way they're showing it to me is you're kind of in the middle of a course correction. You know how a ship turns sort of slowly? You're in the middle of a course correction. You're getting there. You're getting into the right direction, but you're not quite there. Feels to me too like there's some sort of things. Sorry, I read with my hands, if you haven't noticed. You're in the middle of sort of unwinding some things to allow space, to make space for the direction that you want to go in. It does feel more spiritual. It also feels, it just feels like some part of your life is falling away just because it's served its purpose, and another area is going to be emerging to you soon. I don't know if it's fully in your view yet, but I know that you have kind of general guidelines for what it is that you're looking for. I think you're getting there. Okay. So thank you very much. I hope that makes sense. Oh, you're welcome, SR. Sorry, my glasses are fogging up. I've been running around all morning, so I'm a little sweaty. Okay. Thank you, Enrique. Moving on to Sweet Farish. Okay. Hello, I'd be grateful for some guidance about my career, please. Haven't worked for a year as I'm recovering from autoimmune disease. Hope to work again soon. Okay, let's take a look here. And I may use some cards for this. It does, I am getting the sense that your what's the word I'm looking for? It's a little difficult to get back into the gear, like in terms of job hunting, looking for work. And I also feel like you're changed from whoever that person was that you were before, and that what you may have looked at before in your career just doesn't seem to resonate anymore. So it feels a little bit, as you consider that sort of work, it feels like it doesn't really light your fire so much anymore, Sweet Farish. I also feel a little bit like, I feel as if you have, that year off has really kind of knocked your confidence, your self-confidence. But I hope that you'll kind of step back into it. I'm sure that you're going to have some kind of way to explain this so that you're a changed person. Okay, thank you. But I feel like in the next step, you're going to really be able to sort of, here's the way I want to look at it. I'm getting a ringing in my ear when I say this. If you try to go into the same old thing as ever, it may be more challenging. And that's Spirit's way of saying, this is just not really on your path as it once was. But when you apply for things that are much more in your wheelhouse, who you feel you are now, who and this feels like it may be a little more creative or something like that, but whatever this is, it feels like it's going to fall into place now. And also accept that it may not be at the same salary, or that you may have to start lower on the totem pole before you move up. But I think your enthusiasm for that different career path is going to shine through, and they're going to want that person with them. Okay. Good luck to you, Sweet Farish. It has been challenging emotionally, really knocked your confidence indeed. I'm so sorry. I hope you're continuing to heal. We'll send you, everybody, let's send some beautiful energy to Sweet Farish to get back into the career path. Okay. I got your question, just visiting. Thank you. Yes, you want to do a more creative job than a stressful job. And I think what I also want to say to you, Sweet Farish, is because those other things are just not aligned with you anymore, they are going to be harder for you. But once you have to sort of mentally fully release the attachment to who that was, who you were, before you can move forward into that next thing, before that thing is really going to be presented to you. It'll come, but it's going to be harder. So now you have to sort of say, okay, I'm going to work, in the theater, and I don't know what it is, but like really kind of set your sights 100% in that direction versus 50-50. Okay. Thank you. Okay, Ethereal Moonlight. A message from your guides and angels. Okay. All right. Ethereal Moonlight. You are very playful. I feel your guides and angels have this playful quality to them, almost childlike, really, really nice. Which I think is reflected in your personality when you come through. And look at your cards are absolutely showing that, right? So now I've got my Ethereal Moonlight Luna edition, and they're very soft and there's a little iridescence to them, so they're hard to see. So we get this Queen of Cups, which I see very much with you. Queen of Cups is intuitive, they're kind, they have this soft energy about them. They are nurturing. They do often denote that childlike quality. And the Fool. Okay. The Fool in this sense also has this sort of trust and childlike wonder quality to it. So for you, Ethereal Moonlight, I want you to, they want you to know that this is kind of who you were meant to be. This is what brings joy to people. And there it is. The Temperance is your final card. So look at all those. It looks like a butterfly almost. It's so iridescent. The Temperance card does speak about balance, but it's also about healing. So I think that when I have seen, and it's only been briefly, but when I've seen your channel, Ethereal Moonlight, it does feel healing. And I don't know if that's what you're doing, if that's Reiki or what that may be. Sorry, I hear somebody talking downstairs. But it does feel like you have healer energy in you, but you do it through this very innocent, childlike way. And I mean that in the best way. Very playful and innocent way. So that's really lovely for you. Yeah. Okay. Glasses. Wish I could see. Oh, my hair is crazy. Sorry, I barely got a chance to blow it dry. So it's you do not practice Reiki, but yes, you are a healer. Okay. Yep. So that's that. They want you to keep up with that. Yeah. Oh, okay. Thank you. Is Ethereal Moonlight? Just reach out. Love to. Okay. And let's move on. I think we had a few more people join, so I'm sorry if I didn't see you. But welcome. Okay, Margaret D. What do my guides want me to know about the upcoming eclipse season? The Virgo solar eclipse will be exactly on my midheaven. Oh. Well, I know that you've been looking for a career, a new job, right? And you like Sweet Farish. Is that Sweet Farish? You also, I feel like you're in a big shift, a career shift. Like the old no longer resonates. So again, I feel like this is a really important time for you to set your intentions on what it is that you want or the qualities of what you want. You don't have to know exactly. You don't have to know the name of the place or the exact thing that you'll be doing, but what are the qualities? I want you to like kind of set your sights there, right? Virgo solar eclipse. Yeah. And Margaret, I don't know what your chart looks like. I do feel like you have a fair amount of Virgo energy in you, which is precise, maybe a little. Sometimes the message with Virgo is that sometimes we need to release the perfection a little bit and allow. Okay. So I want to say that to you too. So I want you to kind of broaden your horizons when it comes to midheaven correlates with your career. Okay. You created a vision board. Okay. You have Uranus and Pluto in Virgo. Yeah. Yes. So I want to just say to you, open yourself to the possibility of a new opportunity in an area that you may even be surprised by, right? Virgo energy is also healing energy. Have you ever considered any of that sort of thing? But I'm just kind of saying this might be in an area that you're not really accustomed to working in. Gina, thank you for saying that. I feel very frizzy and weird right now for my hair. Thank you, Ellen. Okay, Ellen said the Virgo eclipse is 9/21, only 4 weeks away, right? So we're already sort of in that eclipse energy, guys. All right. Just visiting has Pluto in Virgo. Okay, yeah, I have several planets in Virgo as well. What do I have? I also have Pluto, Uranus, and Mercury. So there you go. Hi, Viviani. Good to see you. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's move forward. Thank you. Thank you, Margaret D. We're going to move on to Trisha L. From now through 12/31/25, where should I focus? What's my next step into a joyful, financially supportive career? What clear signs will confirm I'm on track? Like right off the bat, Trisha, I kind of feel like it's, this is probably not what you want to hear. It's not right this moment, but it's getting there. Like it does feel like it might come toward the end of the year, or even into the beginning of the next year. Timing is not great for me, but right now it doesn't feel like a good time. I say that intuitively, but I also am saying that from my my thinking mind, because I know that there's a lot of things are in flux. Are you in the US? Oh, Viviani's a Virgo. That's a Virgo. We do have a lot of Virgo energy here. So, but what I think it would be great for you is to, like I said for some of the others, this is a really, really good time right now in this giant shift we're in for people to release the old and set their intentions for something good or even better than what you ever expected, right? Something new to come into your life that not only supports you financially, but really supports you emotionally. Because I feel like right now, Spirit is asking all of us to find our connection with Spirit and our grounding and our, just comfort here in being in our bodies, right? Space that fulfills us. Okay, so. And what clear sign will confirm I'm on track? For me, this is what the clear sign is. If you are thinking about, opening a flower shop, a floor, whatever it may be, and it just, you can tell when it just really lights up your soul, when you get excited about it, even if it seems like it is the most extreme, different thing than what you've ever done before, that's a clue from the universe that you're tapping into your bliss, so to speak, right? What you may have come here to do. It may have not be exactly that thing, but it's the quality of that thing, right? If I love, so if it's, let's use the flower shop example. If I just really like arranging and organizing beautiful things, like what could that be in other areas of your life too? Bringing beauty to others. It feels like when I think of giving flowers to somebody else, they're healing. They're they just bring joy to others. So something like that, like think about what that is that really brings you joy. What is it that brings you joy? And that's what you should be doing. Okay. I feel like I missed a question or two. Thank you very much, Trisha L. I got you, Naivra. Who am I missing? I guess I'll tell you who I have in the queue. Okay. Thank you, Trisha. Good luck to you. I feel like everybody's making changes right now. And this is what I was just saying about my family, right? I've got two sons who are in this state of flux. Both are looking at new jobs. Both have gotten interviews. Both have gotten, and like it feels like the plane's about to land, right, in my life. And I feel like this is true universally. We're all being asked right now, as we're in this time of turmoil, to determine what that is. Okay. Polly, I just got dowsing rods. Advice how to start, not getting my yes and no directions. Well, Holly, here are my dowsing rods. I'm going to take away this question really quickly. Are you still here? Let's see. I got your question, Eleanor. Thank you. Oh, Gina asks you, Trisha, if you've just finished a training program. Okay. Thanks, Polly. All right. So you don't have to wait until they tell you what yes is. So for me, I kind of already knew that I wanted to see them cross like this, and I'm going to ask them to show me the yes. Yes. I knew that I wanted them to look like this when I get a yes, when I get a confirmation. Okay. So I don't know. Have you tried that, Polly? Because I don't wait for them to tell me. I tell them. And here's the thing. I think our dowsing rods are, this is our higher self informing them. It's our guides, but our higher self, you know, the larger part of ourself that still resides in the spirit realm, is one of our guides as well. It guides us as much as anything. So this is the way that I look at it. I just say, or, if it is a guide, a specific guide that you really resonate with, then go with that guide. If his name is, Fred, I don't know. Go with that. But spirit is spirit. And they're going to help you if you set the right intention. All right. Still having my coffee. I'm going to say it's my second cup of coffee, but it's really my first for Saturday morning. I do love my coffee. But I was walking the dog, and I walked by a coffee shop, and I got a cup. And I don't know why I do this, because I never like their coffee. It just doesn't taste good to me. It tastes really weak and watery. And so I got a cup, and I drank a few sips, and I got rid of it. So Gina says, keep the rods near your energy. They will align with you. Yeah. When I first got my dowsing rods, that's a good point, Gina. I put them under my pillow, even if that may be a little uncomfortable, having metal rods under your pillow. But I put them under my pillow or put them next to your bed. Just keep them with you. And then another part of it is trusting. Yeah. Trusting. Okay, so Trisha says, no training program, but started on an entrepreneurial path, trying to figure out what I want to do. Yeah. Okay, but good luck, Polly. Let it keep at it. It'll come. It will come. I love my dowsing rods, as you know. Jessica Lynn, may I have a message from my guides? Anything they'd like me to know? Okay. Let's see, Jessica Lynn. Okay. So I'm going to go to getting a weird message, and I don't really know how to interpret it. So I'm going to go to the cards right now. The weird message is, and I'm going to tell you, because whenever I ignore it, I regret it. Jessica Lynn, my mouth started to water when I saw that, and I like things, savoring things. Okay, there we go. I'm starting to get this message. It's sort of like, follow your, like, if the flavor or a feeling really just kind of lights you up, follow that and recognize it. Okay. Interesting. Now I'm getting some interesting cards for you too. So we get this Seven of Pentacles, and this is talking about looking back and reviewing and making sure that you did all the things that you needed to do to really move forward. This could be in your career or financially. Sorry, I have such a glare here. Remember, these are iridescent. Okay. So it's saying, take a look, do the things, put the pieces in place to move forward, to follow your bliss, right? I feel like that's the message, the overall message for all of us today is we need to seek joy in our lives. Okay. The next card is a card that we don't see very often. This is a card that's unique to this deck, the Ethereal Visions deck. This one is called the Well. And you see she's here next to the water, which does denote intuition. Water denotes intuition, emotion, energy. This is also saying, dig deep. Find out what it is that you really want, that you want for yourself. What is it that's going to bring you joy? Remember, I was saying savor. Got that. I mean, that's how spirit speaks to us in very unusual ways. Sometimes it's pretty direct. In this case, it was kind of like, maybe you love to cook, Gina Lynn, or Jessica Lynn. I don't know, but but it was giving me this like I just want to savor life and do the things that really, really light me up. And the Queen of Wands, again, follow your passion. She follows her passion. She knows what she wants. She knows how to get it. So the message for you, Jessica Lynn, is really like, and for all of us, is what is it that what are those feelings that we get, that we tap into, that are spirit's subtle guides for how to move forward in our lives? Like what really, lights our fire or just brings excitement to us. And that's the thread that they're giving you to follow. Okay. I'm sorry that was not specific, but that's what they're saying. Okay. Gina is saying to you, Trisha, that she felt new energy related to your career, felt an opportunity close to you. Okay. Is close. All right. I was feeling something a little like toward later in the year. So if you're looking for an immediate change, Trisha, I hope Gina is correct. All right. Is it 12:34? Thank you for pointing out that time. That's fun. 1, 2, 3, 4. And increasingly, I'm getting this message like now's the time. Find your passion. Now's the time. Okay, Gina earlier had said that she shushed some women at a talk that she was attending, a presentation, and should you apologize? Like I said, if you're feeling called to apologize, then you probably have something maybe you should apologize to them. But I think it's more about, I actually think that you, enlightened these women that they were being rude, and that they were potentially being disruptive. I don't really feel like it was just kind of, they were being ignorant of the fact that they were being disruptive, and you brought it to their attention. So I would say, if you really feel like you need to apologize and that you can't get past it, Gina, do. But if otherwise, please just recognize that sometimes people need to be, reminded, because it may not have just been you that was being, distracted. It may have been all the people sitting around you who were disrupted by these women. So anyway, I also think I want to say too that like Spirit is showing me that you may have difficulty. You may have some discomfort in speaking up for yourself a little bit, right? Saying what you think. Doesn't mean to go around and be nasty and rude to people, but sometimes we have to really stand up for ourselves. And there's nothing wrong with that, so long as you're doing it in the right way. And even if it's just a quick shh, that's what it is. That's okay. All right, Gina. Thank you. Yes, Starlight Tarot says you never know what others are thinking. That's right. And it's hard to say what you think because we don't think people want to hear it. Yeah. Yep, Gina. These are the things I tend to think about. I appreciate you. Oh, thanks. Well, and I want to also say one more thing. Everybody doesn't have to like you. That's hard for a lot of people, right? Everybody doesn't have to like you. And if they, for some reason, are offended because they were talking too loud and you asked them to quiet down, then that's their problem. And maybe they're not meant to be your best friend or whoever this may be. But there we go. There we go. Okay, Ms. Sherlock, thank you. Starlight Tarot carries Tiger's Eye in her pocket. Okay. I like Tiger's Eye too. Okay. All right. Please ask my guide, Ike. Nice name. If I will move to Virginia Beach next March, I'm worried that the current new apartment owner in DC area where I am now greedy and unethical. I am worried that the current new apartment owner in DC, okay, is greedy and unethical. All right. This is a perfect question for the dowsing rods. Yes. And Ms. Sherlock, I'm from DC originally. I'm going to take your question down so we can see this. But I'm from DC and I feel your pain right now. Things are really kind of haywire there. All right. So the question is, will Ms. Sherlock move to Virginia Beach next spring? It's do you see, it's a very slight yes for me, but that it is a yes, but it's sort of like saying, like, it feels to me like there's going to be some work you have to do to make that move. Let me just tune in a little bit more. I feel your energy with this. There you go. Yep. See, there's the World card. That's a move. That's a change. Endings and beginnings. And then you get the Six of Wands, success. But I feel the energy that you're experiencing right now, Ms. Sherlock. I feel that, like, strife. So tread lightly with that landlord or whoever that is that's giving you a hard time. You might really have to fight to get your security deposit back or something like that. It feels to me like, make sure that you follow all the rules associated with when your lease comes up. Do you need 2 months notice? Does it have to be written? All of those things. Make sure that you're doing all the things that you need to. I love this conversation about all the rocks. I collect rocks too. I have them all over my window ledge here. Okay. All right. And the other part of your question. Yeah. Oh yeah. He's greedy and unethical. Right. So I feel like you're just going to have to be like, get your ducks in a row to make sure that you can make that move without difficulty. Hi, Odelia. Yes, they do overcharge those who leave. I want you to, they're showing me, like, get out your video camera and document every little, like, do a video walkthrough of your space before they get the chance to even come in there, right? Or do it with them. Make sure they walk through with you or something like that, because I do feel like they're going to try to rip you off with your security deposit. Okay. All right. Daniel. Okay. I love your name. Daniel Weldon Turek. Did I say that right? Are you still here, Daniel? Looking to sell our big RV now that my wife has passed. Yeah, I'm so sorry. We read on her a little bit. Do you foresee it likely to sell before the end of the year? Just tuning in. I'm gonna use my dowsing rods, but I don't feel like it's right now. Let me see. Let me just ask the question, will you sell it before the end of the year? And then we'll try to narrow in on when. Okay. Ooh, I just got a hit too. Ask your wife for your wife's help with that. Okay. Ask your wife to assist and sort of guide you. All right. So will Daniel sell his RV before the end of the year? Do you see? Oh, they're like sort of right at the very end. Right at it's a yes. It's a yes. I'm also feeling your energy. There's some reluctance on your part to sell it. Is this true? That maybe the memories that you shared with your wife, or something about it, there's like an attachment that you're going to have to really make cleanly, right? And talk to your wife and, ask her, is this, help me to sell this because it's holding me back, whatever that may be. Yeah, very sentimental. And I would say, like, in your meditations, in your prayers, when you speak with your wife, ask her to bring somebody to you to purchase it that will derive the same joy, right? Because, if this is strictly about unloading the RV, I feel like it's not going to sell as readily. It's not going to sell as quickly. I feel like your intention is everything here. So something the light won't come on. Okay. That's weird. All right. Anyway, it's gotten dark in here, hasn't it? I'm going to open my blinds a little bit more. Okay. Well, and I want you to also just ask her to bring you a buyer who will get as much joy out of it as you received. So very, very nice. Okay. Yes, exactly. And I have a little story, if I may. I may take a moment about that. And I got your question, Brenda. Welcome. Rena, thank you. Rena 41, welcome. And Amanda Carroll, nice to see you. We, I don't know, 7 or 8 years ago, when we started our little journey of downsizing, so we're on our 3rd house since then. I know it sounds like a lot for some of you, and it is. It's exhausting. Let's see. Gina Fish, no. Can you put your question back in? Anyway, we were selling our house and kind of feeling like this urgency to sell it, but not like at the time, we weren't really putting intention in. Like, this was the house where we raised our kids. We had so many beautiful, fun times with our children, with our friends, with our families. And it was interesting because we were more focused on, are we going to get what we put into it? Are we going to get the money out of it? And blah, blah, blah. Along comes a buyer who was a pain in she was a pain in the butt. She really was. She was, well, it was her and her husband, but she ran the show. And her energy was just yucky right from the beginning. And so we made sure, we asked, when we're going through the negotiations, you kind of get a little indignant when they're asking, like, for the moon and things like that. Like, this is my house, blah, blah, blah. But, we have to kind of let that go, like let go of those emotions associated with it. But what we should have done is project, this is the type of buyer that we want. We want it to go to a family who also can feel the love and joy that we did. And instead, what was very interesting is right all the way through the negotiations up to the closing table, she was atrocious at the closing table. She was mad at the world, and it wasn't even anything we did. It was something that the lender did or something. She wouldn't even look at us. She sat sideways, looking that way the entire closing. And then, oddly enough, a friend of mine showed, a contractor who had done some work on our house, calls me up one day, and he's like, "You're not going to believe who's called me to come do some work on your house." And it turned out the new buyer did. And he said she was horrible. She screamed and yelled, and she was like mean, and like she and her kids would cuss at each other. I mean, it was a very contentious household, and she was mean to him and to his workers. And anyway, it really made us feel bad that this house that we built, that we filled with love, was now filled with conflict and difficulty. So if I had it to do over again, I would have projected. I would have asked my guides to send me a buyer who would experience the same love that we did in this house. Okay. Sorry for the for the squirrel, but I just wanted to share. I wanted to share that with you. Okay, I got your question now, Gina Fish. Thank you. All right. Sorry for the sidetrack, but good luck to you, Daniel. You will sell it. I think especially if you really kind of, infuse that, not with the grief of the situation, but of the joy of the situation. I think it's going to sell just fine. Getting a chill. Alex, I'm feeling better about things with husband. Can you tell me where he's at energetically about us? Is he still thinking of me, or is he further immersed in his new affair? Well, I mean, it makes me a little uncomfortable to sort of tap into him without him asking. But I do think he's still sort of exploring this, and I don't think his feelings for you have gone away, Alex. But I think the newness of this other, relationship, if I'm being perfectly honest, is, just a little exciting or whatever. And so there's something about it. But I'm also, okay, as I tune in too, I'm going to say I feel like there will be some conflict that comes along with it. And this is especially where he's going to come back to the things that he really enjoyed about being with you. So I hope that's helpful. I feel like he just needs to kind of get this out of his system. I'm sorry to say. And I'm glad you're feeling better, though. We're going to keep sending our love to you. And Rita. Hello, Rita. Good to see you. All right. And we have 22 in the room. Thank you. If you're new here, I am Kelly, the Mystic Next Door. I am taking questions. So any of your personal questions that you want to pop in, I'll be happy to take them. You can do personal, political, any of the things. I know it's been a wild week here in the U.S. or more. Wild 7 months. Okay. Thank you, Gina. You're so sweet. Gina sends all the best to Alex. We all do. We do. And to Daniel. Okay. And anyone who needs it here. All right, Rita. Message from my friend who passed, Tamara Diaghilev. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Okay. Okay, Rita. Thank you. Diaghilev. Okay, any message from my friend who passed? How long has she been gone, Rita? It doesn't feel like it's terribly long to me. One year. Yeah, that's not that long. I feel like she's still in a place of healing and learning, absorbing the lessons of this life. I feel like her life had a little bit of struggle to it. And I also feel like, I don't know why I want to say this, but I felt the first message I felt from her was an apology. Thank you, Gina Halleck. I felt a little bit of an apology, but like a little sort of sheepish, like you were supportive to her and she didn't recognize it. Maybe. And maybe, but I do see her in a bed, so I feel like maybe oh, you're welcome. Thank you. I don't know if she was ill or had an injury that put her in, like, made her, like, put her in bed for a bit. But she feels, to me, like she's saying that she's learning a great deal. She's showing me how she can now see everything from such a broader view, that 360 view that they say we feel when we go to the other side. And it's this big aha. So she feels that sense of like, oh my gosh, if I could only have gotten out of the weeds and seen that when I was there. But she does value your friendship. She values your friendship. There was nothing you could do to help necessarily, but she just feels like she wasn't very appreciative of everything. Okay. She's blowing you kisses. I feel like she's sending you her love. And thank you. We'll send Tamara with you. All right. I just got it. She's giving me a little head tingle. Thank you, Tamara. She's actually really happy that you tapped in and glad she had that opportunity. Okay, just visiting. How will my trip to visit friends and family go in September? She was in bed 1 year. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. It does help when you give your validation. When we're reading, in a mediumship reading, it does help. A little bit of validation goes a long way. You don't have to give us everything, but just a little bit helps. All right. How will my trip to visit friends and family go in September? And see, I started shuffling the cards without even thinking it, so I think they want me to pull cards for you. Oh, what? Oh my gosh. This is going to be a very life-changing trip. When you check out the 3 cards that you get, you're going to realize what I'm talking about. Just visiting, you get the World card, endings and beginnings. Big changes, like things that need to let go, we're letting go. Hi, Dominate. Nice to see you. And look at this. I mean, we don't get a bigger change card than this, the Tower. So there might be something coming when you go there. This Tower denotes something, a change coming that you may not see coming, right? This is sudden. So perhaps when you go visit, maybe you'll run into an old friend you haven't seen in a long time, and I don't know what your relationship situation is. Maybe you'll rekindle an old friendship or a relationship, or you may move. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Miss Sherlock. Okay. So prepare, and I did get your question, Dominate. Thank you. Prepare for the unexpected. Expect the unexpected. And Judgment. This is a rebirth card, okay? All of these cards are endings and beginnings, new starts, and this is like kind of a whole new you, right? Will your health be okay? When I tap into your energy, just visiting, if I do feel a little tired and run down, like something is like right now at this moment. I feel a little tired. So maybe really kind of do whatever you can to tune up your energy and get the rest that you need. It also, they're showing me too a little bit like of, I don't know if you're a little bit nervous about this trip or who you're going to see, who you're going to be visiting, or the energy around it, but it feels to me like your emotions are part of this energetic, this low energy feeling that I'm getting. So just really kind of explore what that is. Just visiting, explore what it is that's making you feel a little bit nervous or off or tired or whatever. Okay. Blessings to you, just visiting. Okay. And ask, you've been working out, nervous because you're traveling alone. I think it's going to be a good thing. I really do. And I think it's going to be almost like breakthrough energy. That Tower is breakthrough energy. It's Uranus. Okay. You're going to be just fine. Okay. Nivra. Well, nice to see you. Will my holistic health business grow to what I envisioned? Oh, nice. Tell us what that is, Nivra. Have you started it? Okay. You're welcome. Just visiting. Nivra. They're showing me the image they're showing me, Nivra, if you're here, is putting like coins in a piggy bank, right? So they're saying save your money, because as anybody who's ever started a business knows, and I have a few times, my family, we're serial entrepreneurs, good, bad, or indifferent. It's not always what it's cracked up to be. But it sounds like it may take a little time to really build up to what you want it to be. Yes. And I'm going to say, I don't like to be negative, but I do feel like you're going to have some some hurdles to get past. And I don't know what this business is, but it feels like there may be some supplies and things like that may be more costly. It could be due to tariffs and other things that we're dealing with. Hi, Craig. That you may need to be mindful of. And so you may need to, I just really feel like you're going to have to take it one step at a time. Okay. And I've said this a few times today, but I feel they're telling me again, it's all about intention. And, if you kind of go into it half, with half glass half full or half energy, you're going to get half energy back out. So they're showing me like full steam ahead, but with those cautions of like, I don't know if you're going to set up a storefront or buy some materials or something, but don't do it all at once. Really take it in small steps. Okay. I don't know if you're here, Nivra, so I'm gonna leave it there, but thank you so much. Bye, Bum Bum. It's good to see you. Okay. Ms. Sherlock, don't worry. You don't have to say hello to everybody. Thanks for joining. Okay. All right. And we'll wish Nivra good luck with her business. Okay. Viviani. May I please have a message from guides and angels? Thank you. They're showing me the healing work that you do with John Binney, and they like that. They're very much, they really like that you're pursuing that avenue, and they want you to do more of it. And I feel as if they're saying that there may be more study, like related to like specific modalities in that area. And I feel like they're going to present them to you. Like you're going to know what this is. I don't know what it is, but you're going to know what it is. It feels to me like it is going to be like a formal study class or something like that. But it's going to really kind of elevate your game even more than it is now. They like what you're doing though, because I think what you're doing with John Binney is very good. It's great. It's boosting your confidence and building your skill set as you go. Do you have anything in mind that you're thinking about? Like I feel like it's more like in quantum healing or something like that. I know you do Akashic records as well, so I don't really know what they're showing me here. But it feels to me like it's just going to be yet another modality that you're going to squish into all of the others that you currently use and move forward with that. Okay, Viviani. They like it. Just a little delay. Okay. No worries. Okay, good luck to you, Viviani. Your guides and angels like it. Eleanor. How are you? Okay. By the way, my New York son, you said you work near Union Station, or not Union Station, Grand Central. And my son's applying for a job. He's just had an interview for a job right near Grand Central too. So, for what it's worth. Okay. General reading, please. I may have missed your earlier request. Hi, Rosaire. Good to see you. Okay. And Viviani, I want to say that there's more that you can learn from John too. Like I almost feel like you guys could have some one-on-one sessions and really work on your healing. Yes, we had fun in New York, Rosaire. Thank you. We are back. It took me a little while. Yeah. Chris doesn't really look like me, my son. He looks like my husband. He has a little. He looks like most 20-somethings right now, which means they're all growing these. I'll find a picture if I can. They all have a mustache and they wear a baseball cap. So, good, bad, or indifferent. Here he is. That's him. He's got brown hair. He's a cutie. He is a cutie. Should I put that up for another second? There's a funny little spot on his face from the picture. We went to Radio City Music Hall. Okay. Yes, Viviani, quantum healing. Okay. Sorry, Eleanor. So here we go. A general reading, please. Okay. I'm going to ask your guides to give me 3 cards that you need to know right now. I'm feeling your like impatience to make a move. Oh, thank you. Ooh, Wheel of Fortune popped out. There's that change. There is that change. Yes. And there's your impatience. 4 of Cups, right? That change for your impatience right there. I mean, impatience for your change. Ellen is trying to make some big changes in her career and thinking things through and putting her ducks in a row. This is also saying to me, like, really meditate, go within, be quiet about it. But it's also feeling like maybe you're a little impatient about how slow it's taking to sort of feel ready. I want to say this to you. Well, let me first show you your 3rd card, the Emperor. This is a card that says you've got this, right? You're gonna own it once you fully step into it. But it feels to me like you're holding yourself back a little bit with, I don't know if it's worry about money or, your current job, or whether you're going to be able to find the right place, or you're going to be like, something feels to me like you're still rooted in a little bit in the past. We need to make that clean break and trust. It's that trust fall. Yeah. So that's what I want to say about this move, because I think it's going to be good. If I'm being honest, I sort of, my energy is going more toward like next spring. Does that make sense, Eleanor? So it may be in the spring. So keep doing the things that you need to do. Got your question, Rose, there. Thank you. Money and health insurance. Yes. I think that I just feel like we're going to know a little bit more about what's going on in this crazy country of ours by next spring too. Okay. Hopefully sooner. Yes, I will move by March 1. Oh, there we go. Yep. Okay. Very good. By the way, Eleanor, we walked around Battery City Park. It was beautiful. Really nice. Loved it. Okay, Brina, 41. Are you still here? Sorry, it takes me a while. And anybody new who's joining, thank you so much for joining. If you're interested in a personal reading, I do mediumship. I do psychic and intuitive readings. I do what else? I'm just blanking. I also do healing work. And so, and currently on my website, if you go to kelly@kellyhealing.com, I do have, you can dip your toe in the water. If you want to, for a low price, I have a 1 question, just email reading. You can ask me the question, and then I'll email you a short video of myself responding to that question. So if you just want to, ask 1 question, that might be a good way to do it. All right. Thank you, Ellen. Gina. Thank you. And thank you, Ellen. Okay. Message from my mom, Glenda, if you have time. Oh, Brina. Okay, good. You're here. All right. Brenda. Brenda feels busy over there to me. Like she's I don't know what this means, but she shows me herself like behind the wheel of a car, like she goes with you everywhere you go. She travels with you. Thank you, Gina, for fixing that. But she feels to me like a person who's like, well, maybe she's acknowledging you, that you're on the go a lot. Perhaps that's what I'm seeing. I'm going to ask her for a little bit more validation. Okay. She's just showing me now. This is different. She's showing me that she's there with, and I believe it's her sister, an aunt. I don't say aunt, so I wanted to say aunt for some reasons. I don't know if you do, but she feels like she's there, kind of directing traffic from the other side. I'm being drawn also to a young man's, or maybe like a peer of yours, a brother or another, a younger man as well. So she's sending her energy there as well, acknowledging whoever that may be, a brother, a cousin, or okay. She's also bringing my attention to you and your, it feels like sometimes you could be in your emotions. You took her most places the last years of her life. Oh, okay. So she's just really kind of thanking you for the help that you gave her. But it feels to me like she's trying to let you know that she's with you. Your Aunt Betty died 3 days after she did. Oh my goodness. They just feel like that was like they were meant to go together as a unit. But like I said, she's bringing me to you when you're in your feelings, that she just wants you to know that she's there supporting you. And they always show me like wiping tears if there is sadness. But it feels to me like you also are aware, like you feel her energy. She has 3 grandsons. Okay, the boys. Okay. It feels like there might be one in particular she's bringing my attention to. I think it feels like it might be the oldest one, but I'm not quite sure. So back to you though. She just wants to say she feels your feelings. She knows when you're, missing her, but she's right there with you. She's very, very much in your energy field, and just if you could just just tune in, and when you think that you're feeling her, yes, you're feeling her. Okay. And I'm just gonna, she's showing me flowers too, like really kind of bright flowers. She's sending you just this gift, and she just loves you. She just loves you. She watches you from the spirit side. And she's also saying she's like very proud of you. I don't know what it is you're doing in your life, but she's really proud of you. So keep it up. Okay, thank you. Boy, she made me hot. Get hot when I'm tuning into other people's to spirit. Okay. And we're going to move on to Gina Fish. Thank you so much. Let me tell you who I have, because we've been going for over an hour, and I want to let you know if you're on the list, if you want to stay around. Gina Fish. I have Dominate 101, Craig Dixon, and Rosaire Hall, and we're going to close it off there because life. I have things to do. Okay. Nivra, I believe I read your message already. Go back. Did I read for Nivra? Okay. All right, Gina Fish, can Spirit let me know what kind of signs they send me that I miss? Oh, okay. I'm hearing, this is fun, I'm hearing the word whispers. Whispers, like they actually kind of give you messages. Are you working on your clairaudience? Because it feels like they give you messages audibly. So whether you hear it outside of your head or inside of your head, just acknowledge that. They're also showing me that you receive messages in your dreams. So make sure that you're really tuning into those. I am terrible at noting my daily dreams, but when I get the big ones, I talk about them. So, what else? What other ways? And they're showing me like those the number synchronicities too. Those are 3 ways that they're showing me right now. So does that resonate with you, Gina Fish? Yeah, but I feel like you're getting it whether you know it or not, Gina Fish, the clairaudience, right? So the like little subtle, it's going to feel to you like a thought, like, I don't know. It's something very, very like you're just kind of daydreaming and a thought comes to you. That's it. But the numbers, okay. So maybe when those numbers come in, really think about what it is that you're thinking about, you're daydreaming about. Okay. All right. Well, good. Try to listen, but it's really listening to your own thoughts. Okay, dominate. A reading for you. Absolutely. And I did go ahead and add you, Crystal, because I thought your question looked interesting. And that will be our last question today. So thank you. All right, dominate. They want me to pull 3 cards for you. That's what I'm getting. A reading. Oh, you're so kind, Daniel. Thank you. Thank you. We're going to keep sending healing to you, healing your heart. Ooh, she's just good. Gave me a chill again. Your lady gave me a chill. Hi, Carol Lamb. I'm in that class with Carol Lamb. I didn't get to say hi to you. That mediumship circle. All right. Oh, wow. These are good cards for you. I did read about that. Niver, go back a little bit. Okay. Dominate for you. Look at you, the King of Pentacles. So this is about, it could be about money or your career, but really owning your physical reality, right? This is you taking care of that. But it's also showing me this 7 of Swords, right? Which talks about something being taken from us. Maybe a challenge here. Maybe it's taking a little longer to get that career off the ground or to make that money, or somebody has done something that's denied you, maybe taken something from you here. But I like this final card they gave you. The 6 of Cups is really sweet, beautiful energy. It's saying look to the past. In some sense, it's saying let go of some things from the past is what they want to tell me. But also, it's saying like look to some messages from the past that will inform you in this this career or monetary journey, this physical reality journey. So nice, actually. I just feel like this is saying kind of let go of the hurts of the past. here when we see the Seven of Swords and the Six of Cups. Let's let go of that past. Okay. I'm reading a message from Carol Lamb about orb logistics. Very cool. That's neat. I have some good orb videos. All right, Craig Dixon, are you still here? Got Craig Dixon, Rosaire Hall, Crystal, 1983. Does Clara have a message for the week? I hope she is not offended by the question to Carrie Fisher the other night. I feel like she's giving you kind of a little like ribbing, but she's sort of like, I'm just kidding. You know what I mean? Oh, look, okay. A message for the week. I'm sorry, these cards they're just so beautiful, but they're hard to, they have that iridescence. We first get the Justice. When I see the Justice, it can mean about something fair or balanced coming in for you. Maybe, in fact, I think her message for you is that you maybe need to come into your truth for balance in your life. Again, looking to the past for those answers. So 2 in a row, I've gotten this Six of Cups energy. This is looking to the past for those good times and those messages that we may have forgotten, right? But look at the third message she gives you, the Lovers. I think that's a little on the nose, don't you, Craig? The Lovers card. She loves you. She wants you to know she's there with you always. Partners. This is the card of partnership. Beautiful. Very nice. Okay. I like that. This is exciting for Rosaire. Traveling next month to Scotland. Now, I want to walk in your shoes because Rosaire takes some fabulous trips. Sorry, my hair is crazy right now. I don't know what's going on. Oh, she feels just like your DNA. Rosaire takes some great trips. So traveling to Scotland, Edinburgh, and the Northern Islands, just realized that the Orkneys have a Stonehenge. Will this be a special experience? I feel like it's going to be really, really cool. Rosaire, they're showing me like your pendulum or your dowsing rods or something, if you have them. Like, let's go ahead and just ask if this is a really important place for her. If you're feeling drawn to it, I'm going to say yes, yes, and yes. All right, I'm going to sit back a little bit because they look like they're open, but they're not. Okay, is this Stonehenge in the Orkney Islands going to be a special place for Rosaire to send her energy? So look, it was a bobble. I want to say 2. So it was a yes, but it took a second. And here's why. Because I was getting this energy of protect your energy, Rosaire, when you're there. Because I do think it's a very spiritual and mystical place. But just be a little bit like, don't be too open, right? Just make sure that you're protecting putting yourself in a circle of white light and protecting your energy. And I don't know why. You know what they're showing me? Have you ever seen, who has seen or read, I read it first, the Highlander series? Ooh, it's so good. It's a lady who is walking through the Highlands, and she walks through a Stonehenge. She finds a Stonehenge and tumbles through time. It's really good. Anyway, I don't think that's going to happen to you, Rosaire, but I feel like it's going to be really like powerful energy. So just make sure that you're handling it with care. Okay. All right. Alex H says, thank you, Rosaire. Wish I could go with you. It sounds like fun. We were just talking about Scotland because my other son is moving. He's interviewing for a job in England next week. And so let's send him our blessings and our prayers that this job comes through so he can be with his girlfriend. But we were talking about Scotland. He's never been, even though he's been to visit her in England a lot. Alex H says, love those dowsing rods and Gina's idea of keeping the rods close to you. Yeah, I haven't tried that. Stopped working for a few months. Alex H, it's because of the feelings you've been sitting in. You've just been sitting in a lot of, kind of sadness and grief and fear. I feel the fear for you too. All right, everyone. I want to say thank you so much. Please take a moment if you want to visit my website. It's kellyhealing.com. And if you're interested in a reading, I'm available. I have times on there. So go ahead and sign up. We can even just do a one question reading that's reasonably priced if you're strapped for cash. And I'd love to see anybody there. I'm going to see you guys on Sunday evening for our weekly tarot scopes. I'm so sorry I missed it last week because we do have a new moon this week in Virgo. I believe it's in Virgo. Yes. And I think it's today. Is that correct? So let's set our intentions for that new moon, and I'll talk about it more tomorrow evening in our tarot scopes. And thank you everyone for coming. I appreciate it. If you could give me the thumbs up, leave a comment after the chat, and I will see you the next time. Bye-bye.